Shoes for Hector getting ready to listen? If you like the video, hit subscribe to get daily videos from this channel. Just listen, then increase knowledge. There are two main aspects: the story and learning about the literature. 1. The story. And you in this story, Hector is embarrassed to wear his uncle as shoes because they are orange colored and have tall heels and long, narrow, pointed toes. Hector knows that it has been a long time since those shoes were in style. How important is it for you to dress in style? Do you usually wear the kinds of clothes that your friends wear, or do you just wear whatever you like? Tell why in the comment below this video. 2. Learning about the literature of this story. In Shoes for Hector, there is a conflict between Hector and his family. A conflict can be a battle or a fight. It can also be a struggle or a strong difference of opinion between people. What kind of conflict is there in this story? How is the conflict finally decided or resolved? This story was written more than 25 years ago. $25 bought a lot more than it does today. Hector's mother had gone to see Uncle Luis the day before graduation, and he had come by the same evening. Everyone sat in the living room watching Uncle Luis as he took a white box out of a brown paper bag. Opening the box, he removed a pair of shiny, light brown shoes with tall heels and narrow, pointed toes. Holding them up proudly, he said, "This cost me $12, boy." Everybody looked at Hector and then back at Uncle Luis. "Here you go, my boy." He gestured toward Hector. "Try them on." "I'm not gonna try those things on," Hector said. "Why not?" asked Uncle Luis. "What's wrong with them? They are the latest style, man. Listen, boy, you will be a la moda with these." They're just not my type. Besides, they don't go with my suit. It's navy blue. Those shoes are orange." Hector's younger brothers and sister looked at each other and began to giggle and laugh. "Shut up, you dummies," Hector shouted angrily. "Hector, what is the matter with you?" his mother asked. "That's no way to behave. I'd rather wear my sneakers than those, Mommy. You and Puppy promised to buy me shoes. You didn't say anything about wearing Uncle Luis's shoes. Wait a minute now." "Just a minute," Hector's father said. "We know, but we just couldn't manage it now. Since your Uncle Luis has the same size foot as you, and he was nice enough to lend you his new shoes, what's the difference? We did what we could, son. You have to be satisfied." Hector felt the blood rushing to his face and tried to control his embarrassment and anger. His parents had been preparing his graduation party now for more than a week. They should have spent the money on my shoes instead of on a dumb party, he thought. Hector had used up all the earnings from his part-time job. He had bought his suit, tie, shirt, socks, and handkerchief. His parents had promised to buy him the shoes. There is not 1 cent left, he thought, and it was just too late now. "It's not my fault that they laid me off for 3 days, his father said, and that Petty got sick and that Georgie needed a winter jacket and Juanito some. As his father spoke, Hector wanted to say a few things, like, "No, it is my fault that you had to spend the money for shoes on a party and a cake and everything to impress the neighbors and the familia. Stupid dinner." But instead, he remained quiet, looking down at the floor, and did not say a word. "Hector, come on, my son. Hector, try them on, bendito." Uncle Luis was nice enough to bring them. He heard his mother plead. "Please, for me. Maybe I can get into Puppy's shoes," Hector answered. "My shoes don't fit you, and your brothers are all younger and smaller than you. There's nobody else. You are lucky Uncle Luis has the same size foot," his father responded.
"Okay, I'll just wear my sneakers," said Hector. "Oh, no, never," his mother said. "You can't wear sneakers. You need shoes, Mum. They are orange," Hector responded. "And look at the pointed fronts. They go out in front like arrows. And look at the heels. Come on, please," his mother coaxed. "They look nice and new." "Hector," his father said loudly. "No way. Stop being the enemy and get used to them." Uncle Luis said, Everyone was silent and then started talking. His mother tried to take the shoes from him. His father tried to take them from her. "Here, son, try them on," said Uncle Louise. Hector sat down, looked at the shoes, then looked them up. "Look at them. They are brown. Just a light brown cloud, only not soft and fluffy, but not brown." Without looking at anyone, Hector took the shoes and slowly put them on. Then he stood up. "See, boy," Uncle Louise smiled. "Now you look sharp, right in style, boy." Hector stood up, looked at the shoes, and then looked at everyone. "They are okay," he said. "They feel good. They are okay." "Okay, Hector," said Uncle Louise. "Now these are the Mark's shoes. These are the shoes that will take you to the top. These are the shoes that will take you to the top of the mountain. These are the shoes that will take you to the top of the world. These are the shoes that will take you to the top of the universe." Hector looked at Uncle Louise. "You're just saying that?" Uncle Louise smiled. "No, I'm not. These shoes are magic. They are the shoes of the future. They are the shoes of tomorrow. They are the shoes of the new world." Hector smiled. "Okay, Uncle Louis, I'll wear them." Uncle Louis clapped his hands and laughed. That's right, Hector whispered to himself as he walked into his future. With a pained expression the next morning, Hector left his apartment wearing Uncle Louis's shoes. His mother and father smiled at him. At the school auditorium, Hector smiled and waved at his family, then took his place in line. The music began. Parents and students filled the audience. Hector Lopez, he walked up the long aisle and onto the stage. After finishing his speech, he sat on a chair on stage. His name was called again. He walked to the podium and received an honor or prize. Uncle Louis smiled and chuckled. As people clapped, Hector smiled. He took off his glasses and looked out at the audience. When graduation ended, Hector walked to the edge of the stage. His parents came to greet him. His mother hugged him. His father patted his back. "Good job, son," his father said. "Thanks," Hector replied. "Your speech was great," his mother added. "Thanks," Hector said again. He looked down at his shoes and smiled. "Goodbye, Uncle Louis," he said. Uncle Louis looked surprised. "What do you mean, goodbye?" Hector smiled. "I don't need you anymore." Uncle Louis looked hurt. "You don't need me anymore." "I don't need your shoes anymore," Hector said. Uncle Louis looked down at the shoes, then up and laughed. "Man, oh man, I bet you don't." He laughed again. Hector laughed too. He looked at his parents, his uncle, the audience, and the stage. He looked at the shoes. He looked at the podium. He looked at the audience again. He looked at the stage again. He thought. Then he smiled and read, "Pay to the order of Hector Lopez. The sum of $25.00 I can't wait to show everybody," he said to himself. Hector left his room and looked into the kitchen. His mother and grandmother were busily preparing more food. He heard voices and music in the living room and quickly walked in that direction. When his younger brothers and sisters saw him, they jumped up and down. "Here's Hector," Petty yelled. "Happy graduation day, Hector," everyone shouted. The living room was full of people. His father was talking to Uncle Louise and some neighbors. Uncle Louise called out, "There he is, Hector. There's my man now." "Look," Hector's father pointed to a table that was loaded with platters of food and a large cake. The cake had the inscription, "Happy Graduation to Hector." Behind the cake was a large card printed in bright colors. "Happy Graduation Day, Hector, from all your family. Mummy, Poppy, Abuelita, Petty, Georgie, Juanito, and Millie." Rows of colored paper streamers were strung across the ceiling and walls. Lots of balloons had been blown up and attached to each streamer. A big bell made of bright red paper and cardboard was set up under the center ceiling light. The stereo was going full blast. Some of the kids were busy dancing. Hector's face flushed when he saw Gloria. He had hoped she would come to the party, and there she was, looking great. Some neighbors came over and congratulated Hector. His friends began to gather around, asking him lots of questions and admiring his wristwatch. "Show them the check, Hector," his father said proudly. "That's some smart boy. He just kept getting honors. Imagine, they even gave him money." Hector reached into his jacket pocket and took out the check for $25. He passed it around so that everyone could see it. Impressed, they asked him, "Hey man, Hector, what you gonna do with all that money? Yeah, tell us, Hector, what you gonna do?" Hector smiled and shrugged his shoulders. "Buy a pair of shoes. Any color except orange," he replied.